Alright guys, so this is gonna be the paid version of the MDT system. If you saw my last video, I released a free version. This one's way more complex, way more stuff going on. It also comes with the dealership and the garage, so a lot more going on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna first showcase everything. I'm not gonna even explain, and then I'm gonna explain, and then we'll see what happens. Alright, so we'll go in order for what someone that is playing a civilian would have to do. So they'd have to go to the DMV. They get the driver's license from the test. Hopefully I get it first try. I'm just gonna spam it. Nope, I didn't, so we're gonna try again. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna cut it now until I get it. Alright, so once you get your driver's license, that's good. So then you can come over here. You come over here to the garage, or to my fault, to the dealership. So real quick, you will need some type of leader stats that has bank in it. That's everything that's being accounted for in the script when it comes to the dealership. You can change it if you know what you're doing, but if you don't, just get a leader stat and just name it. Just go into the script of the leader stat, put bank instead of money. When you do that, you can come in here and see what I can get. I got 2,000. I might have to go get me more money in a second. Yep. Alright, so now that I have enough money, you just go in here, just buy whatever vehicle you want. I'm just gonna keep buying them real quick, keep buying them. There we go. Bam, bam, bam. Then we come all the way over here. Here's where it gets serious. Here's where it gets serious. You come over here to the little vehicle registration. Both of these, you're gonna want to have like some type of DMV building. I built one for my friend's game. You're gonna have to build one for yourself to put these both in. Come up to here. You can change all this in the GUI settings, all that. Type in username, lock ties, insert all of my vehicles that are in my freaking garage. So basically right here. So when you buy a vehicle basically from the dealership, it puts it in the folder as replicated storage under the garage. Anyways, you just, let's say you just, oops, hold on, give me a second. Just click on one of these, hit register. Now it's registered, and let's say they want a custom plate. It'll take 2,000 out from their bank, but they can just do that and get one for free, right? So then they'll just have to do this for each thing. You get plate. Oh, sorry, you're gonna have to do that. I'm not gonna lie, that's the one thing I didn't know how to fix. But you see where it's going now. You see how you get things done. And then for the last one, we'll do a custom plate. We'll do that, and then register. Bam. Alright, so now I'm gonna focus on the phone before we get into the MDT. So if you hit K on your keyboard, you can change the keybind, obviously. You can make an 911 call. Go ahead, I'll make one just so when we get into the MDT system. I'll make two actually. I'll do do that, and we'll do help. There you go. And then we'll do code 1, submit. Alright, and then that will show up in the MDT, which I'll show in a minute. And then you have the Twitter. This shows up for everyone. You just go hi, submit, bam. That shows up for everybody. Now, wait. This, I haven't, the chat UI and all that, you will have to mess with if it's not a private community, because people can curse in this. But listen, this was made for, like, ban them, you know what I mean? Like, if it's a private community, just ban them. That's what I did. And then you got iMessage. This again only works if there's people in the server. You can also curse in it. You can also fix that yourself though. You know, if you need to fix it, you're trying to make an actual game, you can fix that. The bank and cash, you get that too. This works as well. You just type in the player's name, the amount of money, and it'll send it to them. This just shows what you spent your money on and how you lost your money, and it just shows how much you have in your bank. And that's where really it with the phone system. So now we got the MDT. As you can see, we're looking at a police vehicle. Obviously this is not an MDT, and no, you will not get the police vehicle because I did not make this police vehicle. You'll see the laptop. That's also a thing you won't be getting. I can show you how I did what I did, but you'll just be getting the GUI. So you'll just be getting this. You can move it around, move it where you want it. Let's say you want it right here, you want it down here, you want it blah, it don't matter, right? So again, you don't get the card, you don't get the laptop, you get the GUI and all the scripts that come with it. So incidents report, you can see the last incident, the last call that was put, that I put, it says help, area unknown. The area is based on the part. So you see that part over there? That's name. I'll get into more into that in a minute. And then you got call outs. You can see the past calls and current calls. So the current call right now is help. So you can see that help right here. Both say respond code 1. I can attach myself to this call, and then I can end that call, and I can do the same here. I can attach myself, and then I can end that call, refresh. They're not there no more. Now you got LAPD status. You can hit available, en route, on scene, busy. The supervisor, it will show up as officer for everyone else. I can show you guys how where all the supervisor thing is. After that, you go vehicle below. You can do, we'll do 2018 Charger, we'll do red, we'll do as seen pizza place, we'll do reason ran from cops. Submit below. Bam, now you got that. Everybody sees that. You know, this gets listed, so everyone sees this. The LAPR does not work, so you can make it work if you know how to script. Again, if you know how to script, you can make this work, since I already have the DMV aspect of the game, and I already have it where you have to register your vehicles, and that automatically gets saved. So you can make an LAPR system. I just couldn't do it. I wasn't able to do it. And then now we have ID check, hit your name, Glock ties. Again, it's like my other, it's literally just like my other system, but for free. This one, it shows how many times you died, which is hospital visits, how many times you've been arrested, which is how many times you've been on the prisoner team. Skin color, gun license if you have a tool named gun license in your inventory, driver's license if you have the driver's license in your inventory, and then active warrant. If you want to create a warrant, you just hit you just type here, this man is very bad and evil, take him out of this. Actually, just we'll just do this. This man is very bad and evil. Then you hit submit warrant, right? You did that. You just made a warrant for that player, right? And if I remember, now if you, there you go. Yep. Type in the name again. You'll see any other officer who types in that player's name will now see an active warrant and see why. Anyways, you go to plate. You just search in the plate. Type in the username. Glock ties, it'll show all the cars, it'll show if they're registered or not, unregistered, registered. The reason is it says unregistered right now is because I had left studio and rejoined. I haven't been able to make it where the registration saves, so they'll, every time they join the game, they'll have to re-register the car, but it gives them more stuff to do. They're civilian, like, duh, you know, you got something to do. LPR, like I said, don't work yet. You can make it work. Officer info, nothing there yet. You can make more tabs, more everything. I made it very simple. All right, for the dealership, when I made this about a minute ago, so if I remember correctly, you'll notice I bought the vehicles from the proximity prompt. All these proximity prompts, all you got to do is scroll all the way down here and then change this, and then change that. That's the price. This right here is the price. That's the model name. And then you go into the proximity chat, do the same thing. The models for each car, you will have to put some in server storage. At each car that you're gonna put in dealership, put each car in server storage and replicator storage, because the MDT and DMV works together, but in different ways. So that's what you'll need to do. Again, do not change anything in replicator storage. Once you get this, you can change all this. You can go into the phone stuff and change it. But do not mess with any of this. None of this.